Welcome into week 13 of our personality predictions here with Sports Radio 810 WHB. Boy, the standings are getting a little wide here. The program has a big lead over everyone, but everyone is profitable. Now, I'm not so sure wagering $100 a week for 12 weeks and only having $71 ahead is worth it, but the zone is still above water. Let's kick off our predictions this week with Nate Bukaty from the Border Patrol.
I'll take the Chiefs minus the 1.5. I think that they are ready and motivated for a little revenge for both of the losses to the Bengals last year, and I'll take the over 53. I think it's going to be a high-scoring affair. The Bengals have weapons coming back on offense, and, of course, the Chiefs are the best offense in the NFL. When it comes to another matchup, I'm really excited to see this Dolphins versus 49ers game. And right now, I think the Dolphins are going to win minus the points. I think they're going to show that the AFC is superior to the NFC in this game, and we have a race on our hands for the top seed in the AFC for the playoffs.
Okay, so Nate believes the Dolphins are going to go all the way across the country and cover that number against the Niners. That's going to be a fun one to watch, but we'll all have our eyes on that Chiefs game probably at that exact moment. Let's see what Josh Briscoe is going to do for the zone this week.
I feel like I'm probably taking a couple of the obvious bets here in Kansas City because I like the Chiefs minus the 1.5, and I'm just barely leaning towards the over. I do think the Chiefs' defense is a little underrated at this point. Both these teams intend on scoring a lot of points. I think they'll probably do that. So I'm going to go ahead and say $40 on the Chiefs. I'm going to put $20 on the over-under, leaving me $40 left to use in the other AFC West game of note, as the Chargers are getting a point at the Raiders. I get fooled by the Chargers all the time. They play better against the Chiefs than they do against anybody else. I watch the Chiefs games more closely, but I'm buying them one more time. I think they're going to win outright against the Raiders.
Chargers? You trust the Chargers, Briscoe? They are playing the Raiders. You have to trust somebody in that game. All right, let's go to the big dog now. Curtis Seabold with the big winners, the program.
Patrick Mahomes on a revenge tour, always a rough proposition regardless of who the opponent is. I think Mahomes will have motivation. I think he'll have time to throw as well because the Bengals don't really get after the passer. Only two teams have fewer sacks than Cincy this year. I also believe the Chiefs' defense is much better suited to face the Bengals' high-octane pass offense than they were a year ago there. So I'll take the Chiefs minus the 1.5. I'll take the over 52.5, and I'll take the Ravens minus 8.5 at home against Denver.
Picking the Ravens over the Broncos, that's a pick we can all get behind, for sure, on that way. We'll see if the Ravens can bounce back after that tough loss to the Jags last week. Let's see if Sterling Holmes can bounce back from being Sterling Holmes in the picks this week.
Jack got us back on track, so I'm trying not to screw this up. I have the Chiefs winning 27-24, which means I have the under in that game as well as the Chiefs covering. And for my game of the week, the other one, I will go with the Vikings covering the 3-point spread.
You like that? That's right. Sterling loves the Vikings. He seems to always pick the Vikings. But it's working out all right. They all have almost $400 for the nighttime shows. If you'd like to play along, put your predictions down in the comments section, and we'll see if everyone can stay above water in the predictions this week on Sports Radio 810.